think has just reinvigorated the strength of this champion. The response from Odo is going to be his Jace. He's a player.
They have a ward on it as well. Don't really want to try and smite fight Arel. He goes in. Peach doesn't get it, but Ignar does somehow. Jankos spent his smite. Peach did not.
Sometimes that happens too.
It does, and for Giant X, they'll be happy that they got lucky. Remember, if they win this, they are locked into our top 8, into our playoffs. Hook's going to land from Trimby, puts the Ignite down on Patrick. Lightning Crash as well from Flackard. Ignar flashes, Battle Dances away. Level 6 for Flackard, though, means that he's very willing to flash forward further as Patrick falls low. Ignar can block these, but he decides against it. And now Ignar's hooked under the tower. There's 2 for Flackard. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Wonder was looking for the dive with Jankos. There's the Shadowing Strike, and Wonder will fall. Odo takes the kill.
Okay, so a lot of action happening across the map. A straight-up 2v2 kill for Flackard and Trimby in the bot lane. I mean, that just goes to show the strength of Nautilus as a champion, right? Just does so much in the early laning phase. Jankos, you need to calm down, sir.
Jankos doesn't have flash here. A couple of autos will be enough as Peach takes it. Okay, so...
questionable play.
Yeah, that was poor.
I mean, hopefully
step into the jungle. Trimby coming across. No Lightning Crash on Flackard, no flash on him either. The Dredge Line Riptide combination. There's the quickness though, as Trimby is locked up. Does still have the flash. Depth charge on the back line as Jackies gets knocked up, but Trimby falls first. Flackard dances away across the wall. The chase comes in from Odo Omne as he TP in behind. And there goes the kill. Jackies taking out Flackard. And Giant X proactive in calling for that.
Also just the sheer amount of wave clear that this Karma does have. Now we approach the Herald. Jankos has gotten it pretty low, but Giant X is here to contest.
Analysts just said they didn't like the fact that Giant X were just being cameramen. Well, here, the cameramen want a piece of the action. It's like The Office all over again as the hook does go down onto Peach. There's a Chain of Corruption as well. Peach stunned up. Ferromancy tries to dash away. Chased down by Wonder. There's a CC from Ignar, but Peach will be forfeit. They steal away the Rift Herald, but they do lose their jungler for it.
The extended fight.
As Jankos and Wonder, like the claws of a crab, will begin to descend. Very powerful force. As Zhyru now steps forward, Jankos gets onto the backline. There's the sun, there's the CC, and Jackies is the leader. Magnustorm coming out as well as Jankos falls. But this is where Flackard can really open up. He's only got 300 health left though, as Odo Omne snipes out Trimby. Ignar, Patrick, and Odo Omne now on the dragon with Peach. Wonder tries to do what he can. The Void Rush not enough to escape the clutches of Odo. And even though Heretics found a pretty good engage, Giant X survived it.
I mean, what a great...
The Nostradamus of stats to prove to us that Giant X will win, but with it 17 seconds on the Drake, they're now setting up around it. Peach trying to collapse in. Yanka's going to catch him out for the moment, but Peach pretty tanky. Damage already onto Spyro though, as Trimby steps forward. There's the Dredge Line. Wonder going in with the bow. Flackard going in as well. Ignar dives onto the back line with the quickness, and Giant X are just looking for the disengage, but look at the poke. Trimby's already a 3rd HP. Flackard trying to do everything he can just to get those autos down, but Jackies kills off Trimby, and now Wonder is running for the hills. Giant X continue to collapse. They got 1 kill. That's all they needed to secure themselves the soul. Will Jankos look for the steal, or will he accept that this dragon is gone?
Another demonstration of great patience and control from Giant X. They played around their vision very well. They played more of a front-to-back style. Their tanks weathered the poke. Keeps coming over from the other side of the wall. Now it's Spyro who's in danger.
Peach coming across the wall, so is Ignar. The chase continues. Spyro, no flash, burnt it in the previous engagement, and Spyro is down. Peach takes it. The Baron a possibility now for Giant X. They've already claimed the soul.
Though. Even though the Annie is dead, he's coming in from the flank, sitting in this fog of war. He will be spotted out there, but he's just created more darkness.
Yeah, but remember, he's spotted by Wonder as well with the tremor sense,
That's
right?
True.
So they always know where Ignar is until Wonder unbows. They look for Odo Omne first. Wonder comes out. Trimby as well. The Void Rush in by Wonder, trying to get onto that backline, but Ignar's still very, very safe. And now Peach tanks up Wonder for a while. Flackard trying to get away from this. Ignar dives in, and Flackard is buried in the dirt. Wonder follows him to an early grave. A quick shower for them as they head down the tunnel. Giant X, though, perfection in these team fights.
Oh yeah, I mean, they are playing these very, very well. It's so easy to get caught into the chaos of these fights, get drawn into going into a brawl, but you can see the community, oh, Spyro's gonna get caught again.
Has no flash, has the Tibbers. Focus Resolve doesn't quite land at the end of it. Odo comes across for a bit of an accelerated shock blast, and Giant X now...
I don't like that joke. Now, tower gonna drop. Wonder getting chipped away. How tanky are you, Wonder?
Wonder's going to get rooted up with a focus resolve as well. Not tanky enough, it seems, as Patrick goes on a rampage. Trimby tries to dive in, but all of the diving he's doing is underneath the surface. Taken out by Giant X. 2 quick kills for them. Cannon minion here. They can tank that tower for a little while at least. The tower should fall. Survivor down to half HP from an accelerated shot blast. No minion waves in top and bot for them, though, means that it will only be the one wave push, the one lane push at least, for Giant X.
Very well played. I mean, what else is there to say? I am very sad.
And Giant X denying Heretics entrance into the jungle. Heretics have no vision on this side of the map, apart from that provided to them by their minions.
Oh, Trimby.
They can see a little bit of Trimby. Whoa, okay, he goes in. The quickness landing onto Survivor as well. Charm onto Jankos will force him away. There's another. Zoda secures the kill. The teddy bear left without an Annie to hug to sleep at night. Survivor has gone for the long sleep. Annie's story is really dark. Remember when they released that cinematic?
Giant X, they're looking to secure their 3rd win of the week. They're looking to lock in playoffs as they see the Nexus in their eyes.
A Cinderella story for them to come back and secure their own spot in the playoffs. Wonder and Flackhead try to do anything, but the challenge is denied by Giant X. It's impossible. Wonder goes back in, lands the knocker, but he's stunned. Void Rush trying to get out to the back of it. Cease and desist that want to auto omni means that they can begin to open up, but they just don't have any damage. Wonder's a tank. Jankos has a Sundered Sky for all that's helping as he goes down. Sent to join his friends in the sky, it seems, as Giant X, in convincing fashion, will lock their spot in spring playoffs.
Cool, calm, collected faces on the side of Giant X. They came in with a plan. They pinched Spyro's pool. 3 mid lane bans, and they wanted to put the pressure on him. I think in the laning phase, they did a great job. They limited his impact in the game. And overall, they played those fights to perfection. Nothing but credit should be given to Giant X for this weekend. But today he needs to. SK looking to try and lock in their position in playoffs. A win here would guarantee it. 4 wins is all you need. Rogue fighting for...
I mean, people do care, Betty.
Oh, hang on. Mid-gank.
Niski. Rooted with the focus resolve. There's the Spectral Maw follow-up stun. Niski flashes away, but the flash chase from Marcoon will be enough. He survives as well. Niski dies, burning his summoner.
Well played by Marcoon. You know,
Niski getting the push here in the mid lane, has gone back and got himself that tier. We'll stack up the Seraph. Zoelise looking for the hook and lands it on DOS. DOS has a flash, but I don't really think he wants to use it. Doesn't expend it. Comp gets his first kill of the game.
that hitbox.
Told you.
I want to get a replay of that if we can get it. Isma now going to make his way towards this dragon, lock this one up for his team. They have their eyes on top lane. Hey,
Isma looking for the seal here. Marcoon backs away. Isma can get the smite, but Marcoon gets it instead. And now Isma is going to be collapsed on Zoelise coming across. Isma flashes. Zoelise lands it. It's a great example, Betty, of lollipopping onto Isma as he's caught across the wall. The bailout comes down onto him and he comes back to life. Dust kills off Zoelise and Isma's able to survive. And I'm a little bit angry at myself for using meme graphics during this fight because SK get 2. Exa gets the execute.
Yep, he's done that. So relevant space going to be denied a little bit as Isma steals away the Raptors. Bot side of the map though.
Oh, Exa, no flash. He will have the bailout here, but will it be enough? Hostile takeover comes in and Marcoon dodges over it. Exa just a little greedy in his positioning and Zoelise punishes him for it. Now the collapse is going to start from SK. Isma behind the wall here as Marcoon on the Draven, can Heartbreaker across. Isma goes in, Crescent Guard, there's the TP in by Larson, and Isma will fall as well. SK just donate themselves into the fight. But the Spiraling Despair is enough to catch one. Zoelise falls to it. You have the time to set up vision around here once again, but especially when you have a comp that can pick out and isolate an individual member, it's so much easier for a Viego to get reset. Slowly whistle away the Cassante, but with Kanik, Rukern, Finn and Larson aren't going to be doing too much damage to that top lane tank.
They have been caught out here.
Let's see how much Marcoon can do. Irrelevant gets up towards the wall, has the all-out path maker, tries to all-out Wonder out, but it's killed by Marcoon just in time. So I've seen now how the from Exa kick, the ignite as well from DOS.
But the advantage that Rogue have is the mixed damage profile of top and jungle, right?
Yeah.
Cassante hyper-indexing into building. Oh, that's the ultimate from Niski.
Spiraling Despair. Larson has to try and get away. Flashes from the wind becomes light.
Look at the damage onto
falls
Niski.
low.
He's standing in that Mantra Q for a while. That damage will eat away at you.
TP used
Marcoon's
the top
looking
side
at
by
mid
Irrelevant.
lane.
Yeah, it could just be a Rift Herald drive-by here. I love Rift Herald drive-bys. It's not going to beat. Marcoon has the Heartbreaker. Flash Spectral more. Doesn't even need.
Makes it look easy. Well played there from Larssen. In a 2 versus 1, he is forced to flash away. The mid tower is, sorry, the bot tower is going to drop in favor of SK.
Would you Herald for tier 2?
Yeah, you definitely do. Why not? You know you have the tempo advantage. 3 members bot side. Ride that in. You could probably get a second charge off, I think.
With 6 mites, I think you just kill this tower.
Yeah, you do. Melt through it.
6 grubs. The more grubs you have, the more might spawn out of the Rift Herald. You could look for an extra charge or ride it in, but I think the Herald was charged by itself.
You just want to push this wave in. Larssen can then reset after he secures that, and then just let the Herald.
Maybe they just don't think they're quite strong enough yet.
I mean, the thing that confused me was that Comp actually stayed top, then moved into the river, and then moved back to top.
Again, yeah.
I thought that they had decided at this point that they were going to cross map, so Baron off. Okay,
yeah,
I respect this
the
from
Ruin King,
Rogue.
Titanic Hydra, and the Kraken Slayer. Finn coming across as well. The control ward goes down. Irrelevant now is going to try and check it, but he doesn't have a ward. He's hooked in, and this is all they really wanted out of it. Pull the Cassante in, pull anyone in. Hostile takeover. Not quite going to connect as Marcoon still on the Baron. Finn on the front line. Still has the explosive cast. Marcoon pops a Heartbreaker there to get out of the Cassante, and now with 3,000 HP, there's the explosive cast. Doesn't hit Isma. Isma can still look for the steal, but can't find a way into the fight. Rogue get the Baron with a minute still on the Drake. Earlier today, I'm sure they'll be looking very hungrily at that 7-2 scoreline. Marcoon starting up the Dragon will be able to get it. Irrelevant still just stepping forward here. Comp starting to dash away. Irrelevant continues to chase forward. Pathmaker out, looking for at least a slow here. Pops the all out on Comp. Fate's Call will bring Zoelise back, and Irrelevant just sprinted at them. And
here comes Gragas.
Yeah, I've seen more effective sprints on a school sports day. The continuation of Rogue, like, SK were just all at odds and ends. They were all over the place after Irrelevant tried to chase down Comp, and Rogue very happily accepted the free gift of the kills there.
I mean, poor coordination from SK to force that fight. It looked desperate. Irrelevant just sprinting at the AD carry.
Already.
And Rogue they shut him down and they collapse on the fight. They're going to unlock this base 23.5 minutes in.
I mean, the thing
Rogue
with that fight as well is, like, you're against 6 grubs, you're against the Baron push. Do you need to invest that much, SK? Because now you're going to lose double inhibitors off it. Maybe you could have held back, tried to just clear out, and only lost an inhib or so. Rogue just entirely break open the base as this next wave crashes towards that tower. No Fate's Call for them. A little while makes it a tiny bit trickier, but when you're 9,000 gold ahead, things aren't really too difficult. As the hook lands onto Isma, he uses the Crescent Guard, then he's knocked back with the explosive cask. And the displacement from Rogue's comp is absolutely devastating. Marcoon was hit with the hostile takeover, but this takeover not working as intended.
They don't need to base it. They can just keep the pressure up. Look at all these super minions and the poke. They're still very healthy on the side of Rogue.
TP to the minions here to try and make them invulnerable so that they can tank those super minions a little bit longer from Irrelevant. It does that, and another hook. The golden hand of God from Zoelise this game. He has not missed. Him and Maradona have a thing in common, it seems. It is Zoelise's hand that has sent SK packing. They do still have a chance at playoffs, but it is likely they will have to play a tiebreaker game at least. Rogue keeping their destiny in their own hands as they lock up Exakick once again. And Rogue, for the first time this year, have beaten a team not named Carmine Core or G2.
They did it in clean fashion as well. A 27-minute victory. Marcoon having a great performance today and against G2. It really feels like that he has just come alive. Been making a lot of stuff happen in the early game for Rogue. And overall, an impressive performance. They fight for that spot in the top 8.
Of course, solid top laner. Oscar on Cassante, a comfort pick. I think his best pick across the entire year thus far, not just because of the power of the pick, but he looks incredibly comfortable on it. So, but also, as you highlighted, Rob, she goes in really well. She goes out
not so well.
Really not so well, right? And that's tricky. And it's not Aftershock either. Does have a lot of natural resistances. Is a good flip back, but an excellent charm for Frescowie now on the setup. Will he commit for the flash shattering strike? Humanoid looks like he's just going to try to play for the wave, accepting his fate on first blood. Drawn out. Elioya there where he needed to be, but it's Frescowie.
Is like, I think Grazar kind of needs to play either through mid a little bit more, or actually just like all in the bottom.
And nothing's going to happen here. Waiting for the Q3. Mirwan trying to sidestep. Looks like the play is going to fizzle. Nice bit of damage coming in from Frescowi. Trying to back away. Pull back good under Razork. Ulti now coming in. That's the Magnetic Storm. Jud looking for a bit more damage. Elio still healing up for a moment longer. Frescowi finding the initial kill. Resets now coming in. Bailout not quite there. Razork able to get the return kill, but the charm back is now coming in. But do they have the damage? Red buff ticking. Nice sidestep from Frescowi. Doesn't have the, oh my gosh, so incredibly close. I thought for sure maybe a flash auto, but he doesn't want to risk it. He doesn't want to.
Perfect timing from Alvaro. And even though they don't get the bailout on Ilioya, they still come out on top now. Fnatic, I want to try and turn it around.
Flash in. Zenith Blade now following up. Hostile takeover is there, but Razor going to turn right back onto Alvaro. Find the initial kill. Frescowi's here, double buff there, but Fnatic got what they came for. The pick onto Alvaro.
Yeah, Alvaro just having no flash comes back to bite him here. So MDK, if they TP in Frescowi, which they are, they can contest.
Man advantage. But the Dragon already gone. Mirwan needs to run forward. Ram stance can't just be unstoppable, but he doesn't use it in time. The activation. Elioya now trying to keep them all in the midst. 4 members stacked up. Lightning crash there, but Supa's caught in the wall. He can't get over. Frescowi off to the side. The charm now going into it. Connects to the Volbear. Gets the reset. Humanoid trying to lay down a bit more damage, but it's just Frescowi standing behind him, and Mad Lion's Koi taking 2 out in the process. The follow-up dive. 1 more dash available for Frescowi. The wave about to collapse. Noah and Jun doing everything they can to defend the tower. Frescowi goes a little bit too soon, though. He doesn't need to make that play. Noah now trying to back away. Ultra Shock Laser goes in. Noah getting chipped down. Crash down, not quite there. Cleanse ulti out to safety, but MDK still play it damn clean. Oscar trying to free fire back on the top side of the map, but it is not going to go in his favor. MDK with a massive play.
Just this is a problem. Just this.
Yeah,
thing.
is that?
Yeah,
there it is.
Yeah.
Found it.
Sorry, I'll go.
Good and that.
Problem.
No, you can't type. Don't try. It won't let you. It wants you to draw circles exclusively. Jun? That is not where you will find safety or peace. He did not learn his lesson on the bottom tower. MDK are more than happy to oblige him.
And allowed in this jungle right now because of how much MDK control and with the amount of money or investment on the bottom side.
Needs to run. Mirwan debating. The flick back still good. No! A moment of overconfidence. Sees a bear again, and Humanoid gets the kill. Mirwan had that by all rights. That should have been his kill.
Anywhere on the map for Fnatic to really trade if you go for Dragon. And even in Madeline's Koi, they're faking the Dragon. They're going to go for Humanoid. He's no flash.
Humanoid caught on the side. A bit of vengeance after the last play. Mirwan should have enough damage to finish this off, and if he does it, Supa more than certainly will. Alvaro going to take the kill.
Koi go for it next. But they're kind of like, here, look, let's be real. An Ocean Soul isn't really our win condition here, but for Skelly getting caught.
Razork Thundering Smash goes in. Noah leaps out. Frescowi. My God, the flash into the ult. Spirit Rush takes him to safety. Noah dangerously close to killing him. 1 more item, 1 more dagger, 1 more longsword. Probably would have done it. But now,
Jun?
the Herald charging, spinning, 360ing. It's a little bit confusing now as Leona finally going to get into the midst of the fight. Hostile takeover is there. Mirwan now needs to find his way to the backside. Noah going to go down. MDK still trying to take over. Supa still standing. Crucially, that is 1 mega fed Zeri, but they can't finish off Oscar in time. Yes, they can! Supa still alive! It's not even a bailout. He's just immortal. It's a quadra for the Zeri. Mirwan still stepping forward. Humanoid's got no business being here. Mad Lions Koi like lions upon prey. It's a penta for Supa. What a fight.
A penta per split is needed for Supa, and he claims it in what is going to be one of the most... So many dashes in the back line, and MDK are just able to set up perfectly.
Frescowi. Good damage, but he's got another dash. Spirit Rush forward onto Noah. This is... They're just slaughtering Fnatic. Fnatic stepping too far forward. Humanoid throws 2 backwards. Keeps his team alive to fight another day. But MDK for now are just running the rift.
Fnatic are just trying to play off side lanes. They're saying, hey, look, screw this. Teleports out of Fnatic so they can get control on the map.
Sustained damage isn't incredibly high. You can see this is taking a bit of time. Frescowi also not committing to the objective. Fnatic, I think, recognize that this is happening and instead just go for tier 2. Recall's coming out. Mirwan can try to contest, and the rest of the side of MDK now retreating, but they're going to knock a tier 2 down of their own.
Exactly, and this is why I like the call from MDK. It's like, hey, we can go for both. Wave was already there in topside, so you get to threaten the tier 2, and you still got the TP on Mirwan to try and come in if anything does go a little bit awry. So tier 3, hang on.
Full committing for the play. Humanoid's already used all of his CC. Jun tries to throw down the solar flare, and Humanoid's just going to drop. Supa now legendary. The tower will fall. The wave set up in mid lane as well. It's a masterclass.
Mirwan's chasing the members of Fnatic.
They're not going to get a chance to recall either. Where was this mid game the entire split? MDK with a lead. unrelenting pressure in the mid lane, pressure on the top side of the map. They knock down half of that health bar in the inhibitor tower. They take their first inhibitor. Within a minute of knocking down the big purple worm, they're already into Fnatic's base.
This is incredible. I mean, Meirin chasing both Razork and Oscar in and back, so they can't reset. Numbers advantage for MDK. 2 inhibitors down. Mad Lions Koi. This is incredible. This is the stuff I want to see from this squad leading into playoffs.
This is, if it had been shaky, if it had been messy, we would have been doubting so much of what this team could do coming into best of threes, if they were even able to make it. Now, it feels like an inevitability, but Fnatic not going to go quietly. Mirwin, still a Phoenix, still a Bear, still a Ram. We'll walk away. Okay.
Tron on bot side, this is going to be so difficult to try and keep off of your turret here. You still got 45 seconds left on this barn buff.
Guy splitter. Supa does get locked up though, but immediately cleanses out to safety. The hostile takeover buying all the space the Zeri needs. Lightning cutting through the backline of Fnatic. Humanoid now backing away. Noah's got nowhere else to go. A killer instinct. More like an instinct of desperation. Kills now coming through. Frescowy, godlike. I expected a close match. I was ready for Fnatic to slaughter. I was not ready for this level of dominance from Mad Lions Koi. What a clean way to end the regular season. Supa now going in for just a little bit extra. The charm gonna connect. They don't have the damage to kill off Oscar, but they'll take their time on this one. They know they've done well. They've earned their moment of glory.
And they've earned their spot in playoffs. Mad Lions Koi will take it to 4 and 5.
Impressive stuff from start to finish. They'll finally hit the Nexus. You can see the smile on Supa's face. This was the game they'd wanted to show us so many times. Today it finally manifests.
It was so incredibly well orchestrated. Like the transitional gank in mid from the get-go, play around that bottom side, get that big lead, and that Supa get that pentakill in the middle of that game as well.
I was incredibly caught off guard, but I won't be caught off. But Leona certainly has an easier time getting value in the lane.
Yeah, I think it's definitely one where Leona is very strong in the lane. The whole idea is with the Zenith blade, you can match wherever the Rakan decides to go. G2 kind of around the map at the moment.
Uh-oh. G2 early game, question mark. Root now landing, Hansama locked up, but Yike there just in time, and now it's Hylissang who's been caught out! He tries to dash, he tries to flash up to safety, but the timing just not quite there as Yike takes Rakan to dance around and look cool, which is respectable. But a bit risky because Douglas isn't too far off. They really need to be able to burst Photon down. He already queued forward, though. That might just be the death sentence to flash out to safety. Still the Spectral Maw connects from Yike, but he's only level 4. Jace just trying to dance on him with the Hyper. Douglas now coming in. Yike has to be very careful. Photon, if he swans back to Hammer Stance, that's going to be one dead Viego. There's the first. Broken Blade's got nowhere to go. No passive. Over-aggressive from G2, and Photon's more than happy to oblige them with a quick death.
Well, there's going to be more.
Pull back the follow-up. It's just a solo. That is a generous assist, League of Legends.
And Karzi got out. He got the cleansing.
Cooldowns, and in the extended trade, Broken Blade's out of spells. I don't even know if you get out of that with more than 1-for-1. Hansama now forced to flash cleanse. Mickey trying to back away, but we talked about this with Leona. Footwork is okay, but he's still just eating autos for free. Yike now on the way in. Another Spectral Maw to try to find the stun, but Hylissang there to body block as Douglas steps out with the crash down. Mickey retreating, trying to get back under his tower, but the flash to follow up is there from Hylissang. Might want to keep the play going onto Yike. Yike retreating. Going back to the tier 2, Hansama left on his lonesome under the tier 1, but the wave not in the favor of Vitality. They won't be able to die. And definitely has just been shadowing laners who have been outplaying, right? Vici essentially got a solo kill mid lane. Photon had it. Anyone could have been their top lane for Photon. So Douglas in the right spot. But so is Solo Lance. They probably deserve the majority of the credit. I think it's a good point. Hylissang stepping in, just trying to threaten Caps. And they've just limited so much of the jungle mid duo. We talked about G2 kind of going back to what is comfortable for them. Trying to set up for more of these early games. Excellent sidestep from VTO. Hex flash forward. Unstoppable is Yike, though. Fantastic use of the Heartbreaker, but he's the one leaving Heartbroken. As Caps is now in trouble. There's the Fed Jace. Photon, he can do it on Rumble.
It's more panic, to be honest, from G2, where it's trying to salvage the plays as you overextend. And here we go. Mickey goes in, but Karzi, he's fine.
Karzi's having a fine time. Hansama boots 2, is still going to get knocked up. Douglas can now follow. More CC, and there's nowhere for the Callista to go. Vitality are obliterating G2 Esports. Fnatic are sitting, living pretty, knowing they're essentially guaranteed at this point. Top 2, the Ignite ticking, and again, the Leona goes in well, but she does not go out. Karzi on a killing spree.
And the Fnatic fans in the corner are getting louder.
I mean, their game against Rogue, Marcoon everywhere, really shutting down that Smolder, not giving it the chance to scale, even if that game did get certainly messy at a couple points. But now the commitment onto VTO. G2 trying to push it back. The pullback on the Caps under tower is clutch. VTO still ticking the flash, the full commit from Yak. They desperately need this kill. And Viego will secure it. G2 biting back.
Just about able to get the kill.
Caps first on the wave in bot lane, and Hylissang has to be careful about stepping too far forward. Damage now onto Photon. Big wave there. Mickey X and Broken Blade should have enough damage to finish off the Jace, but Photon still going in. The Eclipse not enough. The Ignite ticking. The Jace will fall. Broken Blade getting a bit of vengeance on the top side with support from Mickey X.
And this is starting to get a little bit more control again on the map.
Vitality has to be feeling good. They've gotten every objective in the game well as Yike lays down the harrowed path, but Vitality remain unconcerned. Faith in their ability not to give the 50-50. Charm connecting a bit of poke onto Vitality, but the Dragon is theirs. You can see Hylissang wants to make a play. This man is not happy with a single objective, and I think it's going to cost him his life. Beautiful Zenith Blade comes in, and actually it's going to cost Dagda's as G2 fish for the angle and find the kill. You already got the Dragon, you greedy goose. Why are you going back for more? And it's VTO who's going to pay the price. Hylissang's hubris leveraged beautifully by G2.
And it would have been so easy for Vitality to back away.
So much, but he can't help it. They know. He loves fighting. It's in his bones. It's like Conor McGregor in trash talk. He just has to do it. Now Hylissang goes. He finds the two-man. The immediate follow-up isn't there. Caps untouched on the backside, but Vitality already got the pick. Good play. Now the tier 1 has fallen on the top side. Vitality again. They've got the vision control over the Baron, but they want more picks. Yike in trouble now. CC there. Pull back there. Yike trying to get a safety. Heartbreaker not enough. And Hylissang, the two-man knockup. He wants more. And he just keeps going. This time it works out for them at tier 2 tower. In the sights of Vitality, turning back to the Baron now. A bit of a moment of hesitation there. Are they confident enough to just force this? It's 30 seconds on Yike. They absolutely should be.
Mickey's coming into the base, but BB has to reset. No TP for him. Caps doesn't have it either, and he's gone. So this is going to be Vitality. The picks and the tower into the Baron. They finally managed to get that play to work.
Incredible stuff. Yeah, a lot of throws this particular season. But now Broken Blade going for the engage. VTO fishing for a sidestep. Flash out from Carzzy, giving that respect. Pull back onto Broken Blade. Passive going down. Broken Blade should just die here. The question is Vitality, do they want to keep this fight going or be happy with the single pick? G2 looking for the angle, trying to take one Baron buff away, maybe two, and just delay the push here. But now that BB's down, it's going to make it that much harder to defend.
Watch Caps. Caps is off in the flank. They haven't spotted him just yet. And they're trying to send Photon down to bot side. He'll still be good 4v4. And Hilly is even trying to find the flank his own.
Carzzy has ultimate. He's stepping back into the rest of his team. Hansama off to the side, but Hylissang wants to keep it. Hansama still untouched. Caps untouched, but the TP now coming in. Hylissang strong. Yike trying to back away. Pullback is there. Photon doing good damage to Jace. Just tearing through G2. But now the turn. They're trying to bring it back. Caps one more dash to finish off Photon. He gets one back. Double kill for the Jace. Dagda wants to finish off the Ahri, but he knows he doesn't have enough in the tank. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, the push already coming through. Carzzy still alive. It's a chaotic fight, but it is still the push in favor of Vitality.
Douglas is keeping Caps engaged, and it means that at least Carzzy and Hilly can get the wave, to get the tower. Video shifts to bot side to collect that as well. So even though the fight looked a little bit funky, it's still only Photon going down for Hans and Mickey, and you're getting set up properly for it. The kill on top side. They push on a bot. We're back to Dragon though, and people are caught.
Break back. Crab has been now picked up. VTO is the charm follow-up there. They don't quite have the angle. Let's bounce coming from Broken Blade, but he's so damn squishy. Ike up to the side, cannot do anything. Feathers have flown. Carzzy could be vulnerable, but they're just too far ahead in the fight. Vitality again, playing it so cleanly. VTO stops the pick from coming through. The setup onto the Drake is theirs. Hylissang moments away from the ultimate, now coming back. Yike burning, ticking, wants desperately to get the reset, but he can't do it. Caps now, 3 stacks left on the dash, but he's only going to be able to run back to base. The Q flash, the shattering strike from Daglas. Shattering hopes of G2 to be in the top 2, pushing them down. Fnatic fans elated. Fnatic will be in sole possession of first place after this win from Vitality. One last desperate stand. G2, can they bring it back? The answer is hell no. VTO eyes on the Nexus. He's not interested in playing for kills. He turns his attention away, but his confidence in the final moments from Vitality. They lock in top 2. They lock Fnatic in alongside them, pushing down G2 and Team Heretics.
And what an incredible performance to do with. Douglas getting control of that bot side, making sure in good shape. Photon has been an incredibly strong performer for Vitality so consistently on the Jace, showing up again. And with that, Fnatic and Vitality are our top two, with G2 shifting right the way down to third.
And they were better.
Vision for him and that kind of stuff, right? So I think this is where we will see a lot more attention of up towards getting that control for the Jason, that top side, especially against the Olaf. Like, that's perfect for you. That's not a big win, though, for Targamas, who I might have to hold off, because...
Sheo with the setup, the follow is there, the knockback from Sagan, the flash out to safety, the moving close against it! First blood for BDS, well played by Nuke and Sheo. Maybe he can contest this red buff. Pressure is there for Cabo on the top side. Sheo has to be careful even being here. Good damage coming in. Relentless force there, as well as the denting blows, but now Nuke first on the roam. Bo has to be careful, flash out. Now going through, Vault Breaker there, he does not want to hit on the Nuke. Sheo now flashing out safety, but it's Nuke who's in trouble. The flick back is clean. Sonic Wave is there, but Sheo does not want to take it. KC finding a kill on the top side.
They needed to play towards that as well. So I imagine instead we might actually try and see him. Well, honestly, I was gonna say bot, but you don't really have a huge amount of pressure. So you can play for Raptors. Most of them already gone to Sheo, but okay.
If either of those kills are connected, that might have been a very different story, but luckily Sheo gets hit by neither. Bo is still going in. Smite is there. Nuke is 6, but Bo manages to get away. Nuke hitting absolutely nobody, but Bo still getting cut down here. Sagan doesn't have the follow-up damage. It's over-aggressive from the side of KC. None of the abilities from either side are landing. That's just making it easy for Sheo to play this one out. Nuke still just on the chase. Sagan going up top side, but Cabo hasn't even moved pretty far in. BDS just caught him.
I have no idea what he was doing.
Well, I think he just assumed that there was a recall there, or wasn't entirely sure where people were positioned on the map. Bo going to be forced to ult to try to mitigate the upfront. CC Unraveled Earth. Kickback is good. Follow-up is there. But Sheo put himself in no man's land. It will not matter, however. BDS still so far ahead in the play. KC's
into River, and then when he dies, Bo goes, you know what? That looked like a great idea. Now Targamas goes, let me show you how it's really done, mate. And then goes in again for a third time.
Goes in,
and he's going to die.
You don't succeed, try again. Back to the grave. Yes, you have to win 2 more games, but that little sliver of hope starts to grow into something bigger. But when you fumble like this and you make mistakes, when top lane, which has been doing well, is about to get completely deleted, hope starts to fade away. Adam grabbing a kill, leveraging the power of that Ragnarok. Sheo already on the second spawn of Grubs. Ice in the bottom lane, taking plates, making sure that Upset cannot farm comfortably.
This is just gone from bad to worse for KC. Here comes Mom. But Sagan
on the way down, trying to knock up Ice. Knockback flashed away from Ice, still alive for a brief moment. Threaded volley, shut down there for Sagan. The
Nuke, he's a minion, but I don't know what else he can do.
All right, here we are, set up on the Drake. Clean comes in, kickback is there. Bo will give his life, but the Dragon is gone. Something at least small for the side of KC. The shutdown was good. You can see the setup. They're ready to collapse, and there's not a lot of counterplay when there's this much CC and an Olaf packing a Ragnarok. Oh, Cabochard walks in. Devastating. Shattering Strike connects as well. Sheo, ward hop forward, kickback. Are they going to give the kill to Adam? Taking their time. Nope. Sheo on a killing spree. Knows he's fed, knows he's powerful.
Are going to try and play for a Dragon, but should spot at Sheo here and know that the jig is up.
Targamas backing off, Ghost popped, ulti can get popped as well as soon as the CC comes in. Targamas very likely dead. The wall certainly would be good against Olaf if he was on the right side of it. The knockback is there, the ulti fades away. Bo's got nothing left in the tank, but Sheo offering an opportunity for him to get out to safety. Vault Breaker might just be enough, but the Stride Breaker there from Adam. And nothing's gonna break his stride as BDS just again take the topside skirmish.
Nice job by BDS, right? I think when we came into this game, we were like, cool, how is Bo gonna look in the Vi?
Shadow and Cabo, Bo there as well. Trying to push this wave in. Tangle bar.
Does he have numbers?
Deleted. Vault Breaker forward. Now going to go into the Nuke, but he's on the wrong side of the wall. Flick back is good, though. Finally, the CC layered. It looks like a good start to things, but Ice ulting, and now he's just going to try to clean up the fight. Unbreakable, protecting Sagan. Upset, standing behind. Mom up and available. When is it going to get called in? Ice skating forward. Do they want to step up, or are they happy with what they have so far? Sonic Wave connects. Resonating Strike. Will it be there? Unbreakable to block Ice from falling up any further. The Broad may have overstepped here. They're shredding him down. KC found the angle. Adam's finally here, but the play's already fizzled. The TP out from Cabo. He knows he's dead if he doesn't just make it to safety. He doesn't have enough time.
They tried to get out just before the...
I don't understand, man. He's always grinding. Passive income.
He's been awake since 3 a.m.
Yeah, that's the secret. Oh, that's a surprise, Olaf. That's not the bush you wanted to go into, but we'll die. Ice on a rampage. I would...
Sigma male.
He's on his grind set. He's unstoppable. They let him into his zone, Rob. That's
Yes, going to be very, very happy about this. Still, a lot of members of KC trying to collapse here. Sheo is not here. Just to be very clear, no jungler in the vicinity, and we're still going hard on this.
Sheo coming from behind. KC see a window of opportunity. 5 seconds on Bo. He won't be able to get there, but maybe they can find an angle into the pit. Sheo finally gonna make it over the wall. There's no way. Baron will drop, and now KC are in a bit of a difficult position. That acceleration gate not gonna quite hit target. His flick back is good on the Lorbrov. Some nice poke damage.
Very easy for him again to just chase down people. And that's why, like, him just showing up here is causing issues already.
All right, TP onto the bottom side. Another pick onto Bo. If at first you don't succeed, try again. But this Tribush has been the death of KC. Targum is dying there twice. But of course, they know Adam doesn't have TP. KC moving in for the play. Ice clearing out mid-wave. KC with first setup. They've got their flanks covered as well. But Adam with Flash and Ghost up.
Nuke wasn't spot on the ward. It's actually been blocked out by a control ward. So Nuke trying to see if he can move into position here.
Adam over the wall. They recognize the Wolf now. Upset retreating. The Drake taken. No, an objective bounty. Cow manages to take the Drake. And now there's an Olaf trying to tear his way through the backside. The execute isn't enough. Upset cannot get into the fight. He needs to flap onto somebody. He needs to do anything, but he's been isolated. He's been pushed back. The Miracle Steal is not enough. The kickback from Sheo is clean. It's a triple from Cabo. They look to finish the job right here. It started all right, but BDS not gonna go home empty-handed.
But KC will find themselves going home exactly that. Nothing to pick up, as BDS will trump them in their place and deny them that spot in playoffs.
Domination just about from start to finish. One or two tiny glimmers in the early game, but it's just gone from bad to worse. For the second split in the row, KC will finish 2-7. SK and Rogue will play our only tiebreaker, and BDS will end their season 5-4.
A very clean game from BDS. Again, it's kind of going back to what has been their bread and butter. Get control in the early stages, start to play surround Nuke, like try and get your control into that bottom side as well. And I mean, really, really well played. Honestly, Adam looking great on this Olaf as always as well.
Definitely did. Of course, you can vote for your key player of the game at LEC on X. Cheo, Nuke, or Ice are your options. Commiserations, of course, to KC. Your early game. The downside is if you get too set into that plan and something goes awry, it's going to be harder to adapt on the fly. You need to still be on your toes, ready to do whatever. And it's the story slightly. Here comes Isma.
Well, this could be where it's either works out well or the game ends right now for SK. This is risky.
This is the dive that could define their season. Where is it going to go? DOS burning, ticking the Ignite already there. He's getting out to safety. The Ignite still burning. DOS might just drop. The hook now going in. SK have fumbled the bag. Comp getting first blood. The worst.
You're fine with that as Rogue, though. I mean, realistically, you're not trying to play for any sort of early aggressiveness. And they're just not really setting up well enough to try and go for that right now.
DOS at least protecting Niski. Feels like they've just kind of abandoned bot side. DOS not going to be able to input buffer the hook shot. Rogue are the ones who set the trap. Rogue are the ones who try to catch them back. It looks like Rogue are willing to concede this one. 2 Drakes to SK, perhaps an avenue to come back here. Maokai all big. Marcoon will get rooted. Comp will sidestep as his jungler does body blow.
Just to the minion wave. But this...
Herald's going to fall as well. Ulti goes in. Nice sidestep, TP coming in. SK looking to bet it all here, hoping this is their opportunity to turn it back around, but Exegex got no ult, and Marcoon's looking to punish. He does have a flash out. Irrelevant now stepping in. Rogue has to be careful about moving into this choke. Wall up there. Irrelevant, flash up. Looking for the angle on Gnar. They will at least get the pick back, but they concede the Herald.
A kill is nothing, though. You needed so much more. And you've already got 2. SK, I don't think you commit for this.
Bit of a spectator objective here. Zizma just going to try to 50-50, hoping for the third Drake. They're spending a lot of time, but at least they're ensuring that they can stop Rogue recalls. They got the TP out from Comp. Ulti in now. The Smolder cannot come from the fight. The knockback is there. The Crescent Guard. Irrelevant needs to knock 2 on the wall. They might have found the angle. Their Dragon's already down, but Rogue now starting to fall. 2 members picked up. SK patient on the play. The TP from Niski paying off.
As soon as Rogue commit, well, setting up vision, gets the Scuttle Crab, getting some of the pink ward in the top side of the river.
Relevant, just continuing to hit the tower here. Focused on the objective, about to go Mega. Niski waiting in the darkness. Finn goes for the pullback. Finn goes for the all-out. Irrelevant holding, waiting for the TP to complete. Niski needs to back up, though. He's about to get rooted down. He goes into the tower, just desperately wants to finish it. Goes for the full committal here as Finn just backs away from the Gnar. Irrelevant goes over the wall. He gets 1, but now DOS is on the way in run. That's Hextech ultimatum. Larson caught up, but Rogue are here for the turn again. SK have just overcommitted, and Rogue are there to punish. Double kill for the Smolder.
That's exactly. Yes, Comp can do a lot of damage, but they do need to wait up Solis. Spot Isma, this may be an overextension though.
Niski here too. Zoe, Celestial opposition and Aftershock fading away. That should just be a dead Nautilus. Overconfidence and now Irrelevant here. This could be big. The punish massive as Irrelevant has already moved down. Larson not going to be able to get away from this one. There's just too much CC. All of Rogue running, and this is their chance. Because while Rogue are slow on the Baron, SK will tear through it with the power of that Kaisa.
Way too far for Zoelis. They didn't have that mid lane turret down. No one could link up with them. And immediately SK realized a great TP from Irrelevant to shut out Larson as well. And that's Baron given across. A massive upset for Zoelis. Look to siege up. They want to be able to group underneath these towers and look for Isma to zone them off like this. Not a huge amount of poke done, but Zoelis.
Comp has to be careful about stepping this far in. Instantly, the Nord is going to knock him into the wall. The wall up, ready and available. It's just 100-0. Might as well be a burst mage. The shield does not matter. They're going to get one back. Irrelevant now going to be in trouble, but they can't burn him down. SK, they smell blood in the water. They need to go. The Mantra Qs from Larson are massive to the Soul Flare. The first one to get connect. Wants to get another. He's hitting so many targets. He just keeps firing them out, but the wave is here. SK, objective in their sights is the Baron phase. They will take the tier 2.
Finn went over the wall and Irrelevant. But look how dark the map is. I mean, shout out to our observers there. You can see they don't know. Irrelevant will pop up every so often, but is Irrelevant coming behind? Because Isma is already in a position, and Irrelevant is going directly towards Comp.
Hook now coming in, or Alti now coming in. Zoe's trying to make it out safety. Irrelevant off to the side. Larson TPing into the midst of the fight, but there's not a lot to grab. The kill already down. Irrelevant finding one. Doss wants to keep it going. Execute immediately onto the backside, and they're tearing through Rogue. Larson holding on. Finn holding on. Can they make it happen? Pulled back onto the tower. Larson taken out. It is Finn versus the world. Irrelevant says not today. An entire season of despair, of throws. It almost fell apart for SK, but in the moment where it mattered most, they go for the throat. They find the end, and SK Gaming are going to playoffs.
There's woes, there's throws, but at the end of the day, there's still POs for SK. An incredible comeback for SK in that one. We'll see them making it to playoffs.
Confidence, the mental to hold on. Despite a difficult start, they kept it close, they kept it within touching distance. They didn't worry about the Smolder. Kept the eye on the prize on their own win conditions. Punishing Rogue when they overstepped. Taking that